Hey guys, welcome back to another custom showcase where I'm going to go over how I made Obi Wan Kenobi from, Obi Wan Kenobi. Let's get into it.
Sparrow, be it known that you have
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Hey! Let's hear it for Captain America!
Captain Price,
Sergeant Carrick.
you with me?
Nice shot. The name's Rex. You'll call me Captain or Sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Alright guys, so let's get into this here. I did really want to quickly state that this head sculpt is from Bounty Supply Co. On Etsy, so if you haven't checked them out, go ahead and do so. This is probably the best Obi-Wan head sculpt on the market right now, or really the only one that I could find that I liked. But yeah, let's get into it really quick. So I already told you the head sculpt I used. The body I used is actually Kit Fisto. This was surprisingly my idea, but I did see at least one other person on Instagram also use this body. But I feel, I didn't see that before I did it. We actually completed it the same day, so I used Kit Fisto's body. I just swapped out the neck and the hands with the neck and hands from a spare ceremony Luke I had, which works out pretty well. I think I didn't color match. Alright, I didn't color match very well, but it looks good in my opinion. Surprisingly enough, this sleeveless Jedi cloak, I actually used Plo Koon's cloak for. I just cut the sleeves off that, some of the extra pieces of cloth. I do need to... this wasn't my first choice, I'll be honest. This wasn't my first choice. It was the spare Jedi cloak I had. Later on in the future, I might buy like a bendy wired one and then cut the sleeves off that, GPS Slot will probably have sleeveless Jedi cloak out before the end of the month. I'll probably just get one of those and replace it, but for now, this is the best I got. I do think it looks pretty good though for what it is, as long as you don't put the hood on, because the hood's huge. But let's take that off right now and show some of the finer details of this figure that I didn't work in. Clearly you're gonna need a lightsaber. This is the lightsaber from the Clone Wars Obi Wan Kenobi I'm using. I already had him posed without it, just in a neutral pose thinking, so I could easily use it. This holster, I actually don't know what figure it's from, but it does work out pretty well with the belt. I think it kind of just incorporates itself into the sculpt really well. I just glued it on there. And this gun, I think, also looks pretty accurate to the show. It is actually Greedo's gun. I think at the front here it's supposed to be a little thicker, but, you know, so this holster isn't actually made for this gun. It just works out that way. Which is cool. And the bands on the legs, I used blue masking tape that I painted and then cut into strips, put around. Hockey tape, if you have hockey tape, will be better. I'm not gonna buy hockey tape for a custom though, because I'm trying to save money. Despite my efforts, I'm trying to save money. But you know, so just if you are planning on doing this and you have the extra $20, just buy hockey tape, because it'll look better. It'll be better overall. Looking here at the actual head sculpt and the way I painted it, because I did want to showcase this off a little bit. I do have my previous Obi-Wan painted head from 1 year ago that everyone made fun of me for, so we can put those side by side, and there is definitely a big improvement. I do not think this is perfect by any means. fact, I'd go ahead and say that it doesn't look that great. But compared to my older work, you can definitely see the improvement here. Mostly in the skin tones and the eye department. I guess you can't really see the eyes too well on camera. I'll try and get you a better look at that here in a minute. Obviously this body is from a different custom. I didn't actually use that head with that custom prior, or in the video that I painted this in. I actually was using ROTS Obi Wan Kenobi custom that I did, but I ended up just replacing it with the Clone Wars head. Let's see if I can focus in on these eyes. There goes Obi-Wan. It's not a captain video if I don't knock something over at least once. Let me move it back a little bit. Then you can't really see all right, there. You can see the eyes. It's just a blue dot with white background. The skin tone is very, very pale. I think I did a good job on coloring the hair. Obviously, the lips look like he got, I don't even know, got Bratz doll's lips. Overall, just a pretty not okay head sculpt. I do think it's pretty good, especially for the time. This was definitely an improvement from previous head sculpts I made, but it's definitely not great, or not good by any means. It's also, the paint is very clumpy on the head. It's just not very well off at all. This new one, though, let's take it off and show you. The head sculpt is way too deep for this body, so I am using sticky tack in it to kind of, just as a little buffer, so it don't make fun of me for having dirty nails. Alright, let's move back here. You can definitely see the improvements. I used a shinier, well, I painted the eyes red, then I painted a shiny white on top of it, and then I painted blue and then a shiny black for the irises. Is that the irises? That would be the pupil. I painted a shiny black for the pupil, and I think it turned out pretty good on the left side, and all right on the right side. If you saw my Instagram story, you would know I cut the face in half and showcased them both side by side. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job on the hair again. Let's compare it to my previous one. And I actually think I did a better job color matching the hair on the previous one. It's just a mix of brown and gold to kind of give it that reddish, shiny flair that Obi Wan Kenobi has, or Ewan McGregor has, I guess. You can see on the sides that I did paint the gray on both, but on this one, I did a lot more with the skin tones. I actually used like 4 different skin tones, even though it looks like 2. I did use 4. I did try my best to. I'm improving. All right, I'm improving. All right, this is just clear evidence that I am improving. I think overall it turned out pretty damn good. I'm gonna be honest. And with his hands, he actually can hold his lightsaber, obviously, but he can also pretty well off hold his blaster. Let's put that in his fingy right there. So he can hold his blaster too, he can aim it. Yeah, because it's sticky tack in there, he can tilt his head better off than Luke could on that neck. I'm very, very proud of this. If I were to change 2 things, it would be putting hockey tape on the bottom and painting the inner robe right here a little more white. At the time of filming this, the last episode of Kenobi has not been released yet. We are on episode 5, which was very, very good. I am very much enjoying this series so far. I don't know about you guys. You can leave your thoughts in the comments below. But yeah, I have liked every single episode up to this point. I know a lot of people haven't. That's all right. We can have different opinions about this. think one thing everyone's unanimous on is that Ewan McGregor and Princess Leia do a damn well job on playing their characters. I don't know the actress's name for Princess Leia. I know the actress, it's Carrie Fisher, but I don't know the new actress's name for Princess Leia, is what I should have said. But Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, Vader's very intimidating. I think everyone's doing a great job on the show so far, which is a big contender in why I made this custom. Let's get into some comparisons. I'm trying to make it not as many cuts as possible. Let's start with 2 Obi Wan Kenobis. So we have this episode 1 version just to see how far he's come in the, I don't even know how old is he in The Phantom Menace? God, I don't know how old he is, but he is a little taller than his older self, for this custom. This custom is, again, his head's a little too deep, it sits a little low. I might need to put more sticky tack in there just to raise it up. They're all 3 on the same body base, which is why I'm saying that. So they all should be the same height, but they're looks like my custom's a little short coming up to them. So there's that to watch out for if you use that head sculpt, which I recommend you do. Let's see him next to someone he hasn't fought yet, and I don't know if he's going to fight. My custom Grand Inquisitor, which he looks, let's put him on this side, he looks pretty good with, honestly, he does. I don't think he's going to fight the Grand Inquisitor. I think he's going to fight and kill Reva in the final episode, which honestly would be a pretty good end to her character. Personally, I think she's done a great job with her character so far. But I would love to hear your thoughts and comments in the comments below. As long as you keep them respectful to the actress, then if I see any hate towards any actors or actresses playing roles in this show in my comments, I will delete your comment and ban you from the channel. I had a problem with that in a previous video, which I resulted in the correct actions. I will not tolerate any hate in my comments, just so you are aware. But let's get a side-by-side with a couple of Again, it is not a captain's video if I don't drop at least 5 figures in one video. It looks like, I broke it, bro. My Stormtrooper head came off. Oh, no, wait, that's just George Lucas. Never mind. Anyway, here he is standing next to some Stormtroopers. Let's see him next to Vader now. Alright, and here he is next to Darth Vader. This is the A New Hope version of Darth Vader, not the Empire Strikes Back. I'm using this one because he has noticeable red eyes, and his tunic goes over his little chest plate there, which I'm pretty sure is in the show. I know the red eyes are definitely in the show. I didn't look too much at his tunic design there. It's a little hard to tell because there's black lines anyway. Anyway, here he is scaled up next to Darth Vader, and I'm pretty sure no matter which Vader you have, it is in scale with him, and that looks very nice right there. That is a great side-by-side. I can't wait for the final episode of the show to come out. It is very exciting. There's a rumor going around different rumor sites right now that Obi Wan Kenobi actually got extended to a 2nd season, which is very exciting. I don't know how that would work, because I feel like after this time, if Reva does end up finding Luke on Tatooine, he has to kill her. I feel like he wouldn't leave Tatooine a second time unless it was like an fucking universe destroying matter, like the Death Star, I guess. But so I don't know how that would work, but if we did see a second season, that would be great. There's some characters that'll go through that I'd love to see in it. But before that, that going along with the rumor is that it got renewed for a second season after a surprising amount of people watched the show. Like, they didn't think it was going to be popular at all. I understand that, maybe people didn't think it was going to be, like, the number one show on Disney+. But if you're surprised at how many people you're pulling in with Obi Wan Kenobi, 90% of your fan base that owns Disney Plus are Star Wars fans that bought it for The Mandalorian. Like me. Like, come on. Like, you don't think that Obi-Wan Kenobi's not the most... If you think for a second that Obi-Wan Kenobi's not the most popular Star Wars character in existence, you're wrong. A lot of people might think, oh, Luke Skywalker. Nope, it is Obi-Wan Kenobi. From meme culture alone rose his character to the heights he's at today, which is very fitting because he has the high ground. But that is just so stupid and really shows how out of touch the people who own Star Wars are. I don't think the people who write and produce these shows are very out of touch. The Bad Batch finale was a little out of touch. But to be honest, perfectly honest, I don't think these people should be running Star Wars. It should be run by fans of Star Wars. Like, if you're surprised by how many, like, come on, man. Anyway, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent. I was gonna say that I'd want to see Obi-Wan, maybe an extension of Obi-Wan's family. Maybe his brother finds him on Tatooine. Maybe his son with Satine finds him on Tatooine, if you believe in that theory. Another possible one would be Mace Windu. One thing that I really thought we were going to see in episode 5, when he goes up to the bin, spoiler alert, goes up to the bin of lightsabers and picks one up. I thought he was going to turn it on and it was going to be purple and it was going to be Mace Windu's lightsaber. That would have been such a good way of just saying that Mace Windu survived and not actually showing him in the series so he doesn't take the spotlight. That would have been so cool. Just like Obi-Wan Kenobi turning it on, it being Mace Windu's, and him just giving us like a smile that he knows Mace Windu's still out there somewhere. That would have been so cool. Unfortunately, we didn't see that. Well, I guess it's not that unfortunate. It doesn't really matter either way to me if he's back or not, but that would have been such a cool reveal. I really thought they were going somewhere with the lightsabers, but it doesn't look like anyone's figured out who they belong to yet, so that would have been an awesome moment for some cameos. Anyway, I've been ranting a little too long about the show and not about the figure, but, I mean, the video's pretty much done at this point. Most of you probably already clicked off. So, if you didn't click off, you obviously enjoy the content. You want to see more, just go ahead and subscribe. I try to get a video out at least once a month, get a custom done at least once a month. That rule is extended if I get a figure, for a figure of an official figure for a character I already made a custom of. I'll make a custom comparison on that and tell you whether you should make the custom or buy the official one. Normally it comes out to about a draw, so just the level of effort you want to put into it, which I did make a category in the latest Boba Fett video. Go ahead and check that one out. Otherwise, again, make sure to subscribe, make sure to check all the links in the descriptions for my friends. They make gaming content, not nerdy Star Wars content, so you probably won't like them. I don't like them either. But that's it. Goodbye.